Turns out that there's another bit of the video of me hanging around the station, 2 or 3 actually, but they're only small ones. I'm not doing anything in particular, just bimbling about. I made a little discovery in the local shop over the road, so if you keep on watching, some of you will recognise the title of what it was, so I've watched this.
The train going the other way just pulled into the station. Luckily it's not the one we want, but yeah. That's them, that's it from the outside pulling away. I'm going to sneeze. Bear with me a second. Excuse me. Yes. Wandered over to the local Combini, and probably the only shop in the village. But look what I found. Pizza La Pizza Crisps made by Doritos. Never thought I'd see that. Yeah, Pizza La is a pizza chain that Buono have done videos for in the past. They've done, well, CMs as they call them here, so it's a commercial basically. And so yes, time for me to tuck into my Buono crisps. That'll be good. We've got an hour to wait until the train comes back. So I'm going to go and sit down in the shade, exactly where, worked out exactly where TC used to sit. That sounds so creepy. We found exactly where she was sitting. The correct bench, I identified it. Actually, I'm going to have a look at this bicycle over here, which, the one that was parked up under here. Is it another one of the rental bicycles? One of the 100 yen rental bicycles? I wonder. I think. Ah, that's silver, that one. It's the same, but it's silver, so it's not going to be the same one. The other ones are red, you see, the one I just cycled around on like an idiot. But it was fun. I love being an idiot.
Pizza La crisps with Doritos actually as well, so they were actually really nice, and I never found another packet again in Japan while I was there, even though I looked everywhere. This next little clip was just wasting time on the station, going nature hunting. See what I found.
Just sitting by the station. I just disturbed this big fella. You can see what he is or not. Don't know if the camera can focus in on him or not. Bloody great big cricket thing. He's about 2.5 inches long. Quite an impressive little beast. Oops, that was the wrong button. See if I can catch him flying away again. See him? Wow. Yeah, I was just wandering around taking some arty photos of the area. I'm going to carry on doing it because I don't have much time left.
Yeah, so we wasted a bit of time on the station, and eventually it was time for the train the opposite way to the one you saw before, on the single track, so the other one must have cleared all the way down to the next station at least. I know it was about 15-20 minutes, so we'd probably gone to 2 stations or 3 stations down the line. Because the second track you can see in the video just ends. It's just literally a single track line. So it was time for the train to come and take us away from our first location.
Okay, and so that chime you can hear in the background means that the train is on its way. The train taking me away from Tsukizaki, yeah, Tsukizaki station, and the first location, and the second location as I discovered, actually, and the third location as I also discovered, of my day's trip. I can hear the train, I can see the train. Here we go, back on another old clanker. It's like the buses I drive but on rails. Yes, so wobbly camera, here we go. Time for me to be departing this area. And on a high note as well. Oh, we've got single carriage this time. It's a single one. Cool. Okay, let's get on board.
And we pulled into another station along the line, and strangely, as I was wandering along, I was looking at the scenery passing by, and it's like, wow, this place is beautiful. It looked just like the scenery from the film Totoro. And I got the surprise of my life when I pulled at the next station.
Next station along the line, lots of Totoro references. I should say, I suppose. So we're missing those dust mites on the other thing, on the other wall. It's kind of weird because as I was driving past, travelling past the previous little bit of road, I thought, wow, this looks so much like something great like Totoro. I wonder whether there's a reason. Whether this was where it was supposed to have been based. I don't know.
So anyway, we got to the station we were heading for, and for the next location which we were looking for, which was a photograph, or some photographs taken on a bridge. There's a suspension bridge over one of the rivers in the area, and there's 2 or 3 big rivers. But we'd been given a pointer that it was a certain bridge, so we headed off for it. And this is what we discovered.
Okay, we've got off the train 2 stations later, and we've just walked 2 kilometres down this road. That one. Past all the huge spiders and giant crickets and strange things that make weird noises in the woods. And I think we've possibly got to our next location. Possibly. It's got a 1 ton weight limit, so Massa probably couldn't cross it. No, better not say that. I'll get in trouble. But there's a very good chance that this here bridge, the Cannon Bridge, obviously named after Hello Project members, there's a good chance that this is where our second part of the adventure continues. Hope so. I'll be able to verify it if the other side of it there is a pair of mirrors. There's all kinds of animals around here. Oh. The bridge bounces while you're walking on it as well. You know, not certain it is. I don't know. I cannot see mirrors at all. It looks a lot like it, but unless they're not mirrors, but those signs there, if they're those signs. Time to break out the photo book, I think. Compare the two. We've been reliably informed that this is the right place. I don't think it is. No, it's not. No, it's not the right one. No, different. You see the different infrastructure at the top. This has just got plain, so it's not this one. Oh, your friend was wrong. No, we failed to find a second place. Definitely not the same bridge. So this got single cable and that one's got 2. Ah. Not this one. Very beautiful though. Let's go for a walk across it. It actually bounces while you're walking on it. And there is, you know, beautiful scenery. But not beautiful enough because it's missing Chisato and her lingering presence. Don't know whether she left any presents behind, but if they didn't, I'm sure they'd be lingering. But yeah, suffice to say though, it's a really beautiful area, but not the right area. Oh well, back to square one.
Yeah, we discovered disappointment. It wasn't the right bridge. Turns out later on, as I was looking on Google Earth, if I'd known where we were going in advance, I could have looked on Google Earth beforehand. If we'd gone the other way on the river, just around the corner of the bend in the river, there's a big red suspension bridge. So we think it's that one. So next year I'm going to go back when I'm doing my cycling, because it's only a few kilometres. I'm going to cycle to the bridge if I can. So let's see if I can afford to get there, of course.
Okay, while I'm in the area, it turns out that one, actually the one that wasn't the right one, I mislabelled, because that's not Cannon Bridge at all. Cannon Bridge is ahead of me, just a few feet down the road. We'll be there in a minute or two. Come so faster than this gentleman walking up the hill will get to wherever he's going to. Even if he's just going to this pub here on the right. Or this building on the right. Hey. Terribly warm out here today. But yeah, Cannon Bridge, when we get to it, is actually quite a pretty structure. Built in traditional Japanese style by the looks of it. Do you go this way or that way?
Oh, yeah.
That way. Ah. Here we go. I shall also stop and take a photograph of this. But here's the actual Cannon Bridge. I'll get past the railings. Oh, hang on. So yeah, quite a pretty bridge. Never seen a bridge in a double arch like that before. Time to take a couple of pictures. See you in a minute.
But yeah, we carried on walking, and there were several other crossings on the river on this map we had, and so I asked if we could go this way, which looked like it had 2 or 3 pedestrian type crossings on it, and this was what we came across as the first pedestrian crossing over the river.
Okay, still on the hunt for this bridge. There's a footpath which now here crosses the river. There you go. I like it. A footpath that you can cross when the river's calm, so you're not likely to be able to cross when the river gets a bit more ragey. Then I guess you use the other area. So I'm just and I guess the river does get ragey, judging by, oh sorry, there, by that blanket trapped in it. I'm sure that one didn't come along originally. But yeah, how's this for a beautiful area? Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. I was filming myself crossing because I thought I might fall in, and then you'd all get a laugh. But it looks like I know how to walk. Sorry, people. But yes, there you go. That was a beautiful place to walk. Can't see any fish. Although apparently there is fish. There was a sign saying about fish. But there's another sign further back there saying to be careful because the cliff back there tends to break off into the river. So don't go swimming underneath the overhanging areas. But yeah, we're taking this path because I think it might get to a footbridge, and the suspension bridge that we're looking for seems to be a footbridge. So let's hope, because it's bloody knackering. Okay, carrying on. See you in a little while if we find it.
Yeah, it was beautiful, but it wasn't a suspension bridge. And the second and the third crossings were exactly the same style of thing. But anyway, we'll get to them in the next clip. Thanks for sticking with me on this really long trip. Any Chisa fans out there, I'm sure, will still be there and still be enjoying it. Everybody else is probably bored out their wits. But then again, if you love beautiful scenery, you might just be watching it anyway, because there's so much beautiful scenery, and I did try and keep my hands as still as I could while I was walking to try and not give everybody motion sickness. But anyway, more videos to come. Sorry they're taking so long, but there's a hell of a lot of them to upload, and I still have to go to work every now and then, or sleep. So yeah, in a few hours time I'll be uploading the next one, so check it out.